Good afternoon. Today we are going to work the activity about sports. So good afternoon, Luis. How do you do?
Teacher, good afternoon. How are you? I am fine. I am ready for talking about sports. Teacher, I am fine. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to start listening to a song, and you are going to try to tell me what is the song about. Okay, so please pay attention. Bicycle race, bicycle race, bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, 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 bicycle. Go. Just a cock as a king, just a John as a way, a duck as a killed man. No wanna be the president of America. Just. Yes, I wanna be a candidate for having kind of country. What they do is bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. Bicycle. Okay, Luis, can you hear it? Luis, can you hear it? Luis, are you there? Are you there, Luis? Okay, it seems there is a problem with the internet, and so we are going to record this class in order for them to listen to the instructions, and then I am going to ask you for organizing the activity and recording and bringing to me. Okay. So the first part was listening to the song and taking into account the lyrics in order to give their comments about the message and the importance of the song in this topic that is the importance of the practicing of sport in fitness in our life, in our healthy life. Second part. Second part is talking about some questions. The questions are uh, general. We are going to use different questions, like the following. We are going to to ask to pay attention in order to be answered by the students. The first one is: do you play any sports? Are you a good soccer player? I mean, are you a good basketball player or baseball player or rugby player or tennis player? Do you like any sport in order to know if you consider yourself a good player at the sports? Are you a member of any sports team? If not, have you ever been? Are you good at sports? What sports are you good at? Do you often play sports? Did your high school have a good baseball team or basketball team and so on? Do you ever listen to basketball games on the radio or soccer games on the radio? How do you feel about it? How do you consider that is this kind of narrations? Do you jog more than once a week? Do you know how to play golf? Do you like to exercise? Do you like playing tennis? Do you like to snowboard? Do you like to watch sports on TV? What kind of sports would you like to watch on TV? What kind of narrators and context do you like to enjoy watching those sports on TV? Do you like watching car races? Do you like wrestling, like WWF or something like that? Do you think athletes earn enough money, not enough money, or too much money? Why do you consider that? Do you think everybody should practice sports? Do you think playing sports helps people work better as a team at work? Do you think that parents are too involved in their children's sports activities? Have you ever been skiing? Have you ever been to a soccer game, an American football game, a baseball game? Have you ever played golf in your life, or tennis, or uh, a different sport, individual sport? Have you ever been to watch a professional sporting event? Have you ever played tennis with your mother or another relative in your family? Have you ever tried snowboarding? How often do you exercise? How often do you go swimming? Where do you go? Where do you go with? How often do you go swimming? Is it good that professional sports are so commercial nowadays? How often do you go, for example, go scuba diving or go surfing or go snorkeling when you go on vacation? Is it good that professional sports are so commercial nowadays? Were you on any sports teams in high school? How about junior high school? How about now? Okay. Third part is about talking about, for example, some trivia, sports trivia. Um, Please answer the following questions when you
when you are going to record your participation and send it to the to the chat, please. First question: has Colombia ever won the soccer World Cup? In a conventional second, in a conventional game of football, how many players are fielded at a time? Number three, which of the following tennis tournaments is a team event in the International Tennis Association Championship? Davis Cup, Wimbledon Cup, Columbia Cup, United States Cup. Next question. What is the name of the premier professional football league in Canada? Next question. Who did Andy Murray defeat in the semifinals to qualify for the 2012 men's singles US Open final? Next question. What was the duration of the longest playoff drought in history? Next question. What is the regulation height for a basketball hoop? Next question. When Dwayne Wade briefly left the Miami Heat starting in 2016, and which was the first National Basketball Association team he signed to? Next question. In Great Britain, which organization is in charge of lawn tennis? Next question. Which NBA player broke the record for most points scored during the first three starts of this career in 2012? The next section of this activity is how do you know about Colombian sportsmen and sportswomen? Please mention 10 sportsmen or women and start working about it, please. And the last part is give your own summary about the activity and send it to the chat. Thank you very much.
Teacher, can you hear now? Now can you hear? Teacher, can you hear?
Okay. Yes, I can hear.
Yes, teacher. I have some problems with earphone because
Okay.
my computer no fix this micro. I listen music or I take class online only come with hair hair.
Okay, Luis. I was recording the activity for today in order for you to answer and then to record your participation and send it to the chat. But we are going to try to organize the class, okay? So please, the first part is what did you understand about the song we heard, okay?
Okay,
What is
teacher.
what is the name of the song? It is a song from Queen. What is the name of the song? What was the name of the song?
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
How do you feel?
I'm pretty good, thanks. Hi, partner.
Hi, classmate. How are you?
Okay.
I'm great.
I,
Thanks.
I was recording the activity for this session. I thought there was a bad internet connection, so I was in the first part of this video. You are going
On.
to
So
to check the
I
activities.
have to record in other cell phone.
No, don't worry. We are going to do it right here, okay? So
Okay, teacher.
the first activity that we did was to listen to a song, Bicycle Race from Queen. That it is, I thought, a good warming up activity
Okay.
for this session. But now we are going to
Okay. Thank
okay, we are going to start answering some questions, okay, about sports. So
you.
the first question
Okay, that's
is,
right.
Mhm. The first question is, mm, do you play any
Here,
sports, Andrea?
hello.
Andrea, do you play any sports? Andrea, uh-uh. It's a serious problem, internet connection. So, okay, we're go- we're we're going to leave it this way, okay? And Andrea, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Right now. Right now.
Okay. Uh, do you play any sports?
Not really.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't play any sports, but I enjoy to watch the football or volleyball in my TV.
Okay. Is it a matter of time or occupation or something like that?
Really, teacher. I before I liked so much practicing football,
Mm.
um, football indoor football. I don't know how to say
Soccer?
soccer. Yes, indoor
Okay.
soccer, football sala, futsal.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But in one day, I have a shock with one of my partner. So I had a problem in my knee, a,
Okay.
a big problem with 2 years after I had a knee surgery.
Okay. So you can keep practicing soccer. It is a pity. Do you
Yeah,
consider? Mm-hmm. Do you
so
consider?
I am afraid, yes, teacher. I'm scared that I can suffer. I could suffer again this type of problem.
Okay. It is so good to try to be very cautious because health first and pleasure is the rest. Do you
Exactly.
consider that you could be a good soccer player?
Yes, teacher. Really, I consider that I did very good. I I feel very good when I were playing. Also, my teacher said me that uh, I did a good job.
Okay. What position did you play in the field?
Defender.
Ah, so good. Very
Yes.
diffi very hard and difficult.
Yes, I admire so much to the uh, sports that um, come back the field to the
Mhm.
field after they are suffer lesion is a important job of mine, no, mine job.
Mhm. Of course.
It's very difficult have confidence again.
Uh-huh. To try to do it again and try to strengthen that confidence is very difficult at the beginning. I agree
Exactly.
with you. I agree with you. I have the same problem that you. My knees are very injured and
Oof.
hard, so it was very difficult to try to practice a sport again. Are you good at sports? Do you like to try to live this kind of lifestyle?
Sorry, teacher, could you repeat, please? I don't understand.
Do you consider yourself that you are good not only in soccer but at sports in generally? Do you think that you have some competences or skills that make you feel good at practicing sports?
Mm, when I remember when I was in the school, I practiced sports like basket, like volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, we played. Um, I don't know, athleticism. Athleticism.
Uh-huh. Athleticism.
Yeah. The teacher told me, ay, es que no sé cómo se dice, marcha,
March.
march,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
march is very difficult, uh,
Uh-huh.
but is good to the body, to
Yes,
the
but
cardiac rhythm.
uh-huh. But
Yes,
it
I like so much.
I I think that it is the most difficult
Ye-
sport talking about
Yes,
athleticism. Mm-hmm.
you know, although this sport is ma- few person practice these sports. It's
Because
not
of the
popular.
uh-huh. Because of the conditions that you have to get trying to practice this kind of activity. That's all right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Resistance,
Yes.
good healthy and alimentation habits, many kind of things. Okay. Did you ever listen to basketball or baseball or soccer games on the radio?
Mm, sometimes volleyball.
Mhm.
Sometimes when the nationals play
The national games? Uh-huh.
games, exactly. When I travel in my motorcycle. I ride my motorcycle. So I like to listen music or news. So
Okay.
sometimes I hear the narration. I don't know.
Uh, Uh-huh. The narrations. Okay.
Yes.
In the first semester this year, we were enjoying Pan American Games, and we were very lucky because basketball. I am talking about feminine volleyball, basketball, and soccer were very important sports for Colombia because those girls were very disciplined and they showed a very good level in the championship. Did
Yes.
you did you enjoy these matches on television?
Yes, yes, teacher. I try to be um, pendiente, be
Attentive. Uh-huh.
attentive of the results. For instance, now there is a international cup,
Uh,
Libertadores.
uh-huh.
Yes, feminine. And for Colombia are Huila, America, and Santa Fe.
And Medellin.
And Medellin, yes. And Huila was the first champions in the championship in
Uh-huh.
the last year, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
The
So I like so much when I can see or I can watch the match. I like.
Mhm. I
In
li-
Palmira, the team is very strong.
uh-huh.
Palmira football. The girls are very good.
I like the way they face their challenges because they are always trying to do things right, and they feel so depressed and sad for an instant, only for an instant, and they try to be very competitive and try to do things so right. When Colombia played with Argentina, when Colombia won the championship, was very educative to look at those girls and see the way they face and did things so right. So it was very interesting for me.
Yes, teacher. Yes. Also, there is a point very sad, I think, about the girls that practice this sport, because I have heard that the sexual assault,
Stalking.
yes, is very difficult, this topic.
It's so sad, and the discrimination about the payments, for example, they must when they must earn the same quantity of money that men do, but sometimes
Yes.
mhm, but sometimes the problem is with the politics that are managing and ruling this kind of events. So it's so sad.
If you see the women have give a very join to the country,
Uh-huh.
because because Maria Isabel Urrutia, because Catherine are Mariana are
Mariana.
the person that give um a
Satisfactions and
gold, yes, gold medal gold,
gold medals.
yes.
It's true. And it is very sad that they are not considering the same way that men. Yes, I agree with you. It is very sad these kind of situations in our sports. Mm,
Yes.
do you jog more than once a week? Jog or walk, trot.
Mm, I don't like so much, teacher. I
No.
prefer that ride my bicycle.
Okay. Why don't you like to walk?
I don't know. It's boring for me.
But you can take some advantages, for example, to enjoy the scenery, to be in touch with me with people. I don't know.
Yes, but in Valle del Cauca, the is good for riding bicycle, and many people practicing because it's plain.
It's great.
Also, yes, also there is a brisa. I don't know, air
Breeze, breeze.
breeze. Yes, the breeze is delicious. Also, I like so much. We have a team with my cousin and some friends, and I we like so much to riding bicycle the of town, from town to town.
Okay, so good. Do
Yes.
you do you like to watch or to experience extreme sports?
Oh no, I I I I think that I am very temerous, but one day I want to fly, so uh, I want to do it. Eh, I am planning to the next year. It's not cost only 100,000
Uh-huh.
for flying in parapente.
Uh-huh.
Yes, from Cerrito Valle in Santa Elena, very close to the Hacienda El Paraíso.
Uh-huh. So good.
Yes, it's a great experience. For me, it's going to difficult, but I want to do it.
It is a good activity to try to activate your adrenaline.
Oh yes,
It is
yes. Oh my goodness.
uh-huh, a
Uh,
sense of
yeah, you can take pictures or record. Is wow. It's going
mm,
to be amazing.
it's so good. What, Andrea, what do you consider that it is our most important national sport? Why?
Oh, I think that is the soccer, football. The soccer is the more important because Colombians people have a passion with this topic. Always when the team Colombia have a game, people take your bandera. Uh,
Flag. Uh-huh. Flag.
yes, in the windows, people are very happy. People wears the t-shirts. Oh my goodness. Um, I think that this sport is the more popular and the most important for the Colombians. There is other sports like cyclism is very important too, but I think that the king is the football, soccer.
Okay, so good. That is other question. That is another question. In Colombia, for example, skating has gotten more medals
Yeah.
in very different championships than
Mm.
soccer and other sports. Why
Yeah.
didn't people appreciate these kind of things? We like to go out in multitudes in order to receive our soccer players when they uh, triumph or doesn't triumph or don't triumph, but people don't like to appreciate and to celebrate and to cherish uh, the other sports. Why do you think so?
Yes, teacher, it's a good question. Skating, cyclism, all and athletics. I think that um, is well, we have a more uh, recognizing recognize it
Uh-huh.
reconocimiento
Recognizement. Uh-huh.
recognizement. But uh, I think that soccer move uh, move people is very excited. The football also is more popular around the world. Is excited because you can live this moment. Is like that one person were in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in other country recognize the gamers more than in other sports.
Okay. Do you think that soccer players need more preparation than bikers,
Mm,
or is on the contrary?
mm, for me, it's more difficult. Basic the sport the gamers that practicing cyclism is more difficult, and they have more be they need be more prepared more than the gamers. I think so.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Please ask some questions to Luis. We are going to try to communicate with Luis. So,
Okay, Luis, tell me, the from Colombia, which one do you think that is the best player, soccer player, in the history? Can be uh, now or before.
So hello, Dave, partner. Mm, then I don't almost because I don't like football, but however I remember when I was a child. I remember, for example, Rene Gita. Rene Gita is a good player. He he is player. He was a player soccer from group from Colombia. Another person I remember, Pibe Valderrama. Pibe Valderrama is he was a good player soccer. Even he was famous from Colombia and other people. Maybe he live in Cali, and he live. Remember Tino Asprilla.
Okay.
Tino, Tino Asprilla. Yes, uh, there are three player soccer that I remember.
But for you, which one is the best of the history from of Colombia?
Yes, they are the best history in Colombia for me. However, I don't know the football. I don't know. I don't like soccer.
okay, Andrea,
Thank you.
next question, Andrea.
Um, about sports. Why don't you like the football? It's rare that uh, many people around the world love the soccer. Why you don't like?
I don't know. I prefer practice exercise. For example, I go into the gym. I work, for example, chest, stomach, arm. I like practice a lot of exercise. I work long for my neighborhood. I practice running in the stadium, the park, with my best friends on Sunday or on Saturday when I am free because the Monday to Friday I work in my office. I have a lot of work. However, in the night, I go to the gym. I practice exercise because it's good for health, energy, have energy for work in the office. However, in soccer, I don't like it because I don't play soccer. Maybe I don't play it.
Yes, you're
Partner.
right. You're right. There are many things for doing, not only the soccer. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Luis. Luis, do you consider that sports at schools are good implemented? Because when we are talking about high schools in Colombia, we are only knowing about the implementation of basketball, soccer,
Yes.
volleyball programs. So my question is, do you think that Colombia could organize a better curriculum in physical education in order for our students to prepare and be champions in any other branch of the sports?
Yes, I think it's necessary have and group about the sport. For example, basketball or soccer is very good for now to work. Then there is high school or university. They practice sport. Uh, However, they from Colombia. They practice sport very good. They are very good player soccer or player basketball. For me, yes, if it's necessary, create or make a group about the sport.
Thank you, Luis. Andrea, do
Sí,
you think that people that practice sport who practice sport here in Colombia have a good life quality level, or do you think that we have to try to fight to for them to try to change these kind of conditions?
I think I consider that people who practice sport here in Colombia are very talented, but I consider that the government uh, doesn't support. They don't support. Um, so for places, good places for practicing, uh, good food, transport, when they have travel, is the support is poor. um, I consider that they can be better, but the government don't support them.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Luis, what do you think about the relation between discipline here in Colombia to practice sports and the opportunity that many sport people have in order to go to Europe, to North America and Asia, for example, in order to be taken into account for different teams? What is that relation, discipline and sport?
Okay, the relation with sport and discipline for me is necessary. Is a top topic. Necessary is because this is the key for success. We if we have success, in our life is necessary with the discipline. However, in this example, with the sport, it's necessary, for example, every day, every morning practice, every day football or play soccer for in the future to be a good player soccer and good play basketball or running everything sport teacher.
Thank you, Luis. Andrea, taking into account the presence of drug addiction in our barrios and districts, what for you is the best approach, the best perspective, the best methodology or strategy in order to try to attract these people for them to try to improve their lives and enhance all their habits?
Yes, teacher, the sports definitely is a good way, an excellent way to help a person with these problems because sport is health. Sports give concentration, discipline. Um, Sports help to work in group, in team. Uh, Sports teach to lose or to win. Is a good way to the sports is a good way to help. Um, Now there are many politics that promise that that are going to support to promote the politicians, they promote the sports in in one and two extracts. Um, I want to this promise are true because it's an excellent way um, to fight with the drugs.
Okay, so good. It is a very good way to try to fight it. And that's right. I agree with you. Luis, what do you prefer, individual or collective sports, and why?
Proceed collective sport because if we practice sport with many people, there are more discipline, or there are more success. Mm, there is more motivation because there are conversation topic between play soccer and both is necessary if have some conversation about topic in discipline. They practice sport mm, in group is very good. Uh, I oneself learn play soccer many.
Thank you, Luis. Andrea, do you prefer, would you rather, indoors or outdoors sports?
Um, for me is good indoor or outdoor. Uh, every sports have uh, its it's I mean Indoors or outdoors, for me is it's good. It's okay. Because I like so much, for example, the volleyball in that is indoor. But when person playing in the beach, for me is great. I don't preference for me is good in indoor or outdoor.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Mm, Luis, could you please share with us about the most important activities, sportive activities that people in your zone, in your area, in your department, and in your city organize in order for the other people to participate? Any kind of sport that you notice that they organize?
For example, in my hometown, in my work, there is an organization for practice bicycle, mountain bicycle. For example, on Sunday, uh, uh, all Sunday in the morning, we we go to the practice in our bicycle. For example, another places, near places or far places, practice with my work, with my best friends or my neighbors or my boss. Mm, we practice bicycle on Sunday, teacher. Yeah, on Sun.
Thank you, Luis. What about you, Andrea? What are the most important activities that people in Palmira and Valle del
Okay,
Cauca
teacher.
or, organize in order for the others to participate?
Um, I think the obviously the football is very important. There are more of three important team in Valle del Cauca, Deportivo Cali, América, Cortuluá, eh, from my city too. I think that the pesas, I don't know pesas, uh, is is very important too. We have sports way fleeting. Uh, we have important sports that practice this game no sorry this sport that they have a good result and they won medals for the country. For I think that the soccer and the athletics and the fly fly weight weightlifting
Uh-huh,
weight
weightlifting.
weight uh, are the more important sports in Valle del Cauca.
I have noticed, I have heard that you like it so much to ride horse in this area. Is it true
Yes, I don't know, teacher.
that
I
they
don't
like?
have idea.
Okay, thank you. Luis, we Andrea and I were talking about sexual harassment when ladies are practicing some sports. For example, some scandals about soccer Colombian selections. What do you think that these kind of situations are appearing in our sports? Why do you think that this happen?
Teacher, for example, for a woman, in Colombia, there are many women, even in common, uh, they practice sport. For example, there is woman famous. She called Mariana Pajon. Mariana Pajon is in the very good sport. He plays mm, bicycle, motocross. However, it's important the participation the women because they represent, for example, Colombia. It's necessary that women also practice sport. They are famous. Not only men. Also, is necessary participation with women. Women teachers.
Okay,
Teacher,
Luis.
I think that uh, uh, m- it must be a rules or that protect the woman
Mhm.
when have happen these things, because it's very sad that girls feel this way and nothing happen.
Mhm. I agree with you. So, what do you think that is the most appropriate way to try to organize this? Only in the sportive clubs, or directly in the constitution, in the laws, in order to protect these ladies?
I think first in every club must be like an organization that like in the companies always there is a person where every worker uh, can go that talk about things. In my company is this way, so I think in the club it must be for the same. They procure take care the woman. So after that, it can be um, a ley, can be
Mm-hmm.
about the rights of the women's sports. Maybe law, yes, law. Maybe they can be more protect when happen this.
It was very difficult for people to listen to the opinions of these ladies when they were suing, doing this kind of allegiance
Yes.
in front of the directives, because they were talking to the psychologist that was a woman too.
Ah,
But
yes.
uh-huh, but she was talking like the others, and she was in silence for many months. So it is so difficult to understand why they try to be quiet in order not to lose a job, a position. Why do you think about? What do
Yes,
you think?
yes, you're right. But we can see like other countries manage this situation, because I'm sure that in other countries the women are more protected about these situations.
But for example, I was reading about Argentina's league. Uh, there were harder problems than here in Colombia because in Argentina, children, boys, were stalking and were abused by their trainers, by their coaches. So it is not only in Colombia, and that's sadder than we can imagine. So I think that it is important to implement some harder laws in order
Yes.
to try to protect children and women.
I think that is a job that must uh, come from every home, uh,
Mhm.
where there is a voice from from kids. Parents must be teach to them the necessity to respect, to respect to others person, especially the woman,
Mhm.
because girls have the same rights. It's a good way to start
Uh-huh.
with
One of
change.
the uh-huh. One of the items that we were talking about some years ago was the role of the mother's role, because they were always saying sentences. For example, my son is the male of the family. He doesn't have to sweep and to wash the clothes and to do the dishes and to do the house, and women are made for it. Mothers were the most important factor to keep on being and existing in a very machist or chauvinist society. Why do you think that these kind of things have changed?
Yes, teacher. First, mothers must be change the some attitudes about the crianza. I don't know, with the boys, because for instance, the breathing, yes, because for instance in my home, I remember I have a brother, a young brother. I remember that my mother with me is more strong than with him, with the things for doing in the house, for the permissions, uh,
Mm-hmm.
wherever. So I think the first step start in the home. Not only with the mom, but yes, with the daddy, no, with the father, because the topic of the machismo
Mm-hmm.
is is difficult to um I think that I remember in before, I were reading about one woman, Mari. Her name is Mabel Lara. It's a
Mm-hmm. A
Yes,
journalist. Uh-huh.
yes, a journalist. She has a kid, a boy. She saw that the the boy eh, where was going to no yeah sorry the boys practice football soccer, and in the class, the soccer class, there is a girl and others boys do a were bullying at this girl. She say that for her is very sad that the that you her um boy
Son? Mhm.
son, yes, that son with only 5 years old, um ya fuera un machista. No sé, I don't know how do we say in English, but
Wo-
very sad for her.
Mhm. So difficult. So depressive. Okay, thank you, Andrea. Luis, what do you think about these two sentences? When I am teaching a boy, I am teaching a person. When I am teaching a girl, I am teaching a family. What do you think about these two sentences?
Um, Teacher, I don't listen very good. Can you repeat again?
Okay, okay. When I am teaching a girl, I am teaching a family. Cuando estoy enseñando a una niña, le estoy enseñando cuando le enseño a una niña, le enseño a toda una familia. When I am teaching a boy, I am teaching a person. Cuando le enseño a un muchacho, solo le enseño a esa persona. What do you think about these two sentences?
Okay, and when, for example, we teach to the child the family, because maybe it's necessary teach to a child family. For example, the students must uh, mm, know how or as is his family. For example, this he is your father, she is your mother, he is your brother. You must love to your mother, your father. It's necessary that our children uh, to learn, they learn to love with family, our family teacher.
Thank you, Luis. Andrea, do you think that those two sentences are discriminating, or do you think that are real?
Mm, I think in the most of the time is real because women have the necessity to share the information. I think so that is real, teacher. I don't know.
Okay. Next situation. You are going to listen one sentence and you are going to debate about it. Mm, One of the most harder problems in our Colombian national sport system is the relationship with the mob, with the mafia. Do you consider that this kind of relationship still is present in the sports, or do you consider that it is not present nowadays?
Mm, I know that these problems was important in the past, uh, especially in the soccer with many uh, team games. But now I'm not sure. But I think that it can exist now yet. Yes. No the in the same way than more strong, but I think yes, always is going to be interest that one team lost or win for convenience of the others. I think yes.
Thank you, Andrea. What is your viewpoint about the
Sorry, teacher. Can I can't listen very good. Could you repeat, please?
Luis? What is your viewpoint about the
Ah,
topic
okay.
in order to debate with Andrea? Okay.
Okay.
Teacher, for me,
Yes, Luis, it's your turn.
I the point, for example, my conclusion about before topic, teacher.
No, you are going to debate about the relationship between mafia and sports in Colombia. What is your
Ah, okay.
viewpoint about it?
Uh, my I consider this topic is very bad because we must to be good people, a good person. We work, we must work clean without mafia. The mafia is some problem. For example, with the mafia, there are a lot of problems, violence, bad groups. For example, GAO, Residual, Perusos, FARC, ELN, a lot of groups with the problem mafia. Uh, because if there is a mafia, there are a lot of problems with policemen, army, navy, the people that living in the jungle, in the forest. Uh, for me, the relationship with the mafia and the sports and the topic is very bad. Teacher.
Thank you, Luis. Mm, I consider that it is very important to take into account the appearance of many bets companies, compañías de apuestas. They are included in the radio and television transmissions. So it is a very difficult situation for people that try to enjoy and share sports with family. One of the relations that I want to try to establish right here is Andrea. What is for you the the most excuse me, the biggest dangers that we need to run in order to try to abolish barras bravas, hooligans in Colombia? What is the way that we can follow in order to disappear this kind of manifestations?
Well, it's difficult to respond that question, but I I consider that the best way to control this type of uh, uh, groups is that every club can have a list of them that they have um, a carnet for can in the stadium, for example, and the club must be uh, have to more have more contact with the leaders of these groups with in reuniones, in encuentros
Meetings.
with specialists, psychologists, uh, social workers, sociologists, and these kind of people that uh, work in with people, with person, with her comportamiento, behavior,
Behave.
behavior. Yes. For example, in Deportivo Cali, if you want to go to the stadium, you must you must present this carnet, but the carnet only you get in the sede, and you can pay and you can register register.
Mhm.
I think it's a good way to control this person, this group.
Okay, Andrea, thank you. Luis, what is the relation between commercial enterprises, commercial enterprises, and sports? What is the relationship that you can um, notice in this situation in Colombia?
Mm, the relationship with entertainment, yes, for example, is necessary in Colombia. There is the relationship with the relationship in the entertainment with the sport. For example, it's necessary this topic presentation with, for example, in channel Caracol RCN for to know or know about this sport or this play soccer or play basketball. Everybody know about these famous people that they practice sports every day. They from Colombia. Someday in the future they practice sport in another country. Teacher.
Thank you, Luis. Andrea, what
Yes.
aspects of what aspects and relation of the what kind of aspects related to sports have we talking about? Have we been talking about?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat, please? Se
What?
entrecortó.
Okay. What aspects related to the sports have we talk in this session? How we talk about the relation between politics and sports?
Yes, we have we talk about many things,
Uh-huh.
uh, but we have about the different sports in Colombia. We talk about the women's in the sports in Colombia and other places too. I we talk too about the 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 way that uh, we can have better um, benefits for the sports. We can talk about the law that must be exist for protect the woman. And finally, we talk about the the groups like hooligans in
Uh-huh.
Colombia, how to promote the 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 peace in these
Uh-huh.
groups.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Luis, what other aspects have we talked about related to sports? Luis has gone. Okay, I am going to mention a person, and you are going to tell me what sport is related to this person. For example, Victor Mora. Do you remember Victor Mora?
Victor Mora, no teacher. I don't.
Okay. Domingo Tibaduiza.
Is a cyclism? Yes, yes. Practice
No.
cyclism? No?
Eh,
Boxeo?
athleticism.
No,
Athleticism.
I don't know, teacher. Sorry.
The
No.
first, the first one and the second are athletes. Were very important athletes in Colombia.
Oh,
Mm,
I promise I'm going to read about them.
okay, okay. Martín Emilio Cochise Rodríguez.
Ah, yes, cyclism. Yes.
Ajá. Luis Herrera.
Luis Herrera, cyclism
Cyclist.
too, maybe.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. El jardinerito, the gardener. Okay.
Okay.
Please mention two or three cyclists that you remember.
Santi
Uh,
Otero,
uh-huh.
em, the woman, Luisa, no, Luisa
Sí,
María, no. Yes,
sí, Luisa. Yes, of course, Luisa María.
yes. And now Nairo, Rigoberto, Chávez,
Mm-hmm.
um, no, 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 Rigoberto. I don't remember. Yes, teacher. I
Yes, of course. That's good enough. Okay. Do you remember Helmut Bellingrad? Helmut Bellingrad. He was the
no.
winner. He was the winner of many medal, silver and bronze medals in the Pan American Games and in some other competitions.
Yes.
Helmut, yes, Helmut Bellingrad. What practice?
Mm-mm. I think maybe boxeo. No, I don't know.
No, no, arquería, archery.
Ah, no, I don't have idea.
Okay, you mentioned boxing. You mentioned boxing. Do you remember some representatives of boxing in Colombia?
Um, wait. I think. Let me think. Um, I the this boy, this guy that won in the Ay, no, olvidé no, I forgot his name. He gained a silver in the
Olympics?
yes. Ay, no.
Julio? Julio?
No,
No.
it's a, rare name.
I don't remember. I
No,
can remember. Do you remember Pambele?
no, it's more young. It's
Uh-huh.
on uh, mm, 3 years ago, more or less.
Ah, okay, see. Okay, yes. But I can't remember the name. It is a rare name. I agree. But I can
Mm,
remember the real name. Okay, thank you. Luis, what sportsman do you remember? Luis? No, it's off. Okay, please, Andrea, give me your conclusions for this session, please.
mm, teacher, you were hen. You
Juver,
remember?
Juvergen
You were
Martinez.
Martinez.
Ajá. Okay,
Exacto. Yes,
Juvergen.
you
Okay,
were hen. It's a rare name. Um,
yes.
teacher, I like so much this session because I like the sports. I like to talk about sports. Um, I learned so much about uh, definitions uh, in the video that you send me. We can learn about definition words that I don't have idea. Um, I like these kind of topics. Um, I enjoy that we can um, advance and maybe propose uh, ideas for better. I don't know.
To
uh,
improve, okay.
for improve, yes, this session.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Now, Luis, what are your conclusions, please?
Okay, teacher. My conclusion before topic is very good, excellent, because we talk about topic sport. This is necessary. This conversation for practice improve our listening and speaking. Only listening and speaking because it's necessary for speaking English faster. No, listening English we can't understand any some conversation. For example, I can't understand the conversation with my partner or my classmate. This topic is very good. The conversation says the social conversation is necessary for develop our teaching English, learning English, teaching.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you, Andrea, and thank you, Luis, for being here in this session. Congratulations for your commitment and your participation, and the way you are taking seriously these kind of situations. I think that Angie and Rosa had some problems with the internet because they are also uh, very engaged with this process. So I hope they can see the recording in trying to organize the activities that were left in the first part of this video. So I hope you have a good rest of Saturday and see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Thank you too,
Thank
teacher,
you.
and good luck in your exam tomorrow.
Okay, see you. Thank you.
See you.